Hello friends, welcome to my channel PhD Life. Today we have with us Mr. Rohit who has converted IIM Calcutta in the area of MIS. Welcome to this channel, Rohit. We are happy to have you here.
Yes, thank you for having me here, Aman.
My first question is if you could tell us something about your background, your educational and professional background, if any.
Uh, I am from Himachal Pradesh. My name is Rohit. I have completed my BTech from State Government College with the CGPA of like 8.63, and that year I have also appeared for GATE exam, and I have scored like 768 out of 1000 GATE score, which was around 99.2 percentile. And then I have appeared for different interviews, whether it is IITs, IIMs, in various departments also, technical or management departments. Yes.
So it seems that you have a good, technical education and technical grasp. So how did you thought of coming to the field of management and that too in MIS area, and doing a PhD is a big commitment. So what was your motivation towards this management in doing PhD in MIS area?
My research interest was towards the production and industrial engineering, but when we faced the lockdown in the recent year, I have like discovered techniques such as machine learning and data science, like which have encouraged me to like do some research, which was the intersection of these two domains, such as the use of artificial intelligence and machine science in the area related to production and industry and supply chains. So because MIS is a diverse area with the knowledge of mechanical engineering and production and industrial engineering, I was quite sure that I want to like do PhD in MIS, because like in the course of 5 years I want to do something else. For example, I want to do something else like blockchain, bit like cryptocurrency. So I would also like to explore other areas of MIS. So that's why my research interests have shifted from like production and mechanical quantitative methods to little towards MIS.
So your curiosity towards these new mega trends have, shifted you from production to this MIS area.
Yes, not shifted, but use of these powerful technologies for the betterment of that managerial processes of production and industrial engineering.
So, which all colleges did you apply for, and how many colleges did you convert finally?
Actually, last year I got graduated. So last year I have applied to all the IITs, especially in mechanical domain, and some IITs management domain. And this year I have applied to all the IIMs, that is Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, Indore, and Lucknow. Not other IIMs, only five IIMs. So starting from the like when I was graduated, so my interest was little towards thermal engineering and production, as I have told, but and that's why I have filled the my to the that departments only. So firstly I filled the application of Tiruchi and Bangalore. So I got interview call from Tiruchi, not from Bangalore. So I have appeared for the first interview. There was technical interview in Tiruchi, and I got like shortlisted for the next round. But next round was the HR round, and I was not that much like clear about why I want to do like research in this management domain. Although the production and quantitative methods have these branches both available in IITs and IIMs also. So what is the difference? I was not that much aware of. So that's why they have cross questioned me on various aspects related to management of in this domain, and I not able to answer, and I got rejected. Other than that, I have applied to IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay. So IIT Madras, Delhi, Bombay, Kanpur, I have applied almost to all the like technical aspects, like mechanical engineering domain, aerospace domain. In management, I have only applied to IIT Delhi, IIT Madras. So IIT Madras interview got very smooth. Like they have asked me simple questions from probability, transportation problems, assignment problems, and it went very smooth. So I was like a little bit confident that I maybe got into IIT Madras DOMS. Other than that, IIT Delhi, they have asked from the as the first round, because of the lockdown, there was a round of writing an SOR, that is statement of research,
Okay.
uh, in the format they have provided. But I was not able to like get shortlisted for the next interview. So at the end of the 2020, after all the interviews getting over, I was having pretty much options like IIT Bombay Mechanical Department, IIT Kanpur Aerospace Mechanical, IIT Madras Aerospace, IIT Delhi Applied Mechanics. But I was like want to pursue management department. So I took a step to like reject all the offers and like give it 1 year for preparing that SOP, SOR, like getting acquainted with more and more technical and review some of the literature and prepare my best for the like IIM's interview. So next in 2020, I have applied for A, B, C, I, and L as I have mentioned. So the first interview was of Ahmedabad, and one of the thing which I missed in Ahmedabad is that, like from my previous experience, I was like pretty sure that the first round is technical round. There no issue what that it is going to be technical. I don't know why that happened, and I was like completely prepared for technical round, and what has happened is completely opposite. So again HR round, and again got questions like why PhD, why this department, and all the like general questions. But like I said that I want to do research in some societal work related to informations, but they said why don't you open an NGO so work there? Why you want to PhD? And completely like question upon question, and I would not able to like answer them, and I was like pretty sure that I am not going to second round. The second interview was of Indore, which was 4 to 5 days after that, and in that I was appeared for the production and quantitative methods. So one to two questions when the interview got started. Indore have only one interview, like no two-stage interview, so only one interview. So they have asked me about some of the standards or some of the societies like which manage all these industrial regulate all these standards, but I have never heard them before, so I clearly said that I don't know. So they have asked me like okay, tell me like what are the topics that you have prepared. So I have listed 5 to 6 like broad areas in that in production management. So they started asking, and like I have answered all of that, like completely like 6 to 7 answers completely like up to the point. And then they have said that other colleague will ask from mathematics. So mathematics they ask like linear algebra or statistics. So I said that I will try to like best of my knowledge, so you can try. So uh, that also went very well in linear algebra, and all of the answer they have got. So they was pretty much impressed. So the other thing they said is that we have read your SOP. So you have mentioned artificial intelligence and technologies like data science and machine learning. So we would also have invited one professor from another department, that is information. So they will like interview. So and that also like goes very smooth. Like I have answered all of the questions, and then the interview got over, like completely a technical interview, and I was like quite sure that I will get into this Indore. And the result came on 7th or 8th of Indore, 7th of 8th of April. So I got an offer from IIM Indore. And my and the next interview was Calcutta, because Lucknow and Bangalore didn't like selected me for interview. So like 10 to 15 10 to 12 days of time, like I studied, like revised, but I was like quite fearful of that Ahmedabad incident. uh, so I was but I was like little bit confident, because it is only one stage interview, so I don't like have to split it into other
Yeah.
two approaches. So on 19th of April, my interview got started. So they have like said me to introduce myself, and when I introduce, I have mentioned other scores as well, because of my state entrance exam, that is HPCET. I also got a scholarship for undergraduate course, that my tuition fee waiver for the undergraduate course. So, and the other thing is that they said that you have cleared gate also, like in the first attempt, so why like you want to like shift into IIMs? So I have answered that also, because of the managerial aspects I want to learn. And when this conversation is happening, so one of the professor said that in your SOP you have write that the like PhD of an IIM is a very well structured. So like how it is well structured and organized. So I have explained that also. After that, one of the professor like again said the same thing, like technical is you have like got into technical, so why like you want to shift, like what is the difference, like you want to learn. So after that, my other professor, there were five faculties, so other professor want to like test me on some machine learning aspects. So they have with the help of pen and paper, so I draw some of the loss functions, activations, and all the machine learning things. But it was not that much technical which I have faced in Indore, but it was quite like basic stuff. After that, they told me to like briefly describe like of like which are the like research areas you want to focus, like have you seen any literature before, like any like suggestion you would like tell us, like which direction you want to like take your PhD to. So I have explained 2 to 3 research paper which I have like read from the IIM C faculty itself. So they said okay. So they said like you want to work on something like social governance part, such as education, IT research, like decision support system. So they got like pretty much satisfied. And in the last, like they said like describe mean like 1 to 2 lines, what was your career aspects after PhD. So I said that I want to like do like become a professor, teacher. So they have like asked me like when was like it was your decision. So I said that it was like day before, because that's why I appeared for the gate exam. So they were pretty satisfied, and I have like some hope that I will convert into IMC.
Okay. Did they also ask questions around, yeah, the you not doing your masters and directly going for your PhD?
Uh, I'm not actually remember that part, but I think they have not answered. Like they have asked me like, why do you want to go into research, not some master's course. I have told them that I don't want to join any 2 years course, like because it is a kind of like mess, hurry. You have to complete the course in a bit of hurry. So that's what I have mentioned.
So when it comes to MIS, what all things, what all topics should an aspirant prepare for while giving interview? What all, if you could list some of the questions, specific questions or some broad topics which, like, if you are appearing for MIS area, you must be knowing these things.
Actually, for the institutes such as Ahmedabad, Bangalore, and Calcutta, so mathematics is a must. Like the questions they have asked me in MIS in machine learning also way back to that mathematics and curves and all. So that would I like to mention. And other than that, the topic you are preparing is that you should have to like read 3 to 4 papers like thoroughly of that domain. Like you should be aware of what are the like good journals, and like do you have any small writing experience. That I have published, not published, but I have like habit of writing. So I was
Okay.
like 2 to 3 articles in my college magazine, and I have also like published one article in SAE magazine, that is Society of Automotive Engineers. So uh, a habit of reading and writing is a must. So if you are acquainted with 2 to 3 like thoroughly 3 to 4 research papers, and like have a broader perspective of like what are the research happening in that could be really helpful. The topic you want to cover, like it whether it is related to algorithms, whether it is related to machine learning, whether it is related to blockchain and cryptocurrency, so you should be know the potential problems in that region and what are the research happening in that. So one of my friend who like appeared for Kharagpur interview, IIT Kharagpur, so his pure interviews based on the cryptocurrency and what is its implementation, what are the like implementation aspects, how government is tackling with it. So MIS is a broad domain. So like whether it is you are going to choose machine learning, so you should have a broad perspective also. So you should have some kind of in mind that I want to do this. So it will be better for you when you come in PhD. So it will like sail through your PhD in a smooth manner. Because in the IIM Calcutta interview, they have same thing. They asked me that if like we choose you as a PhD, so which like domains like e-governance, IT sector, like which are you are going to? So you should have a like clear uh, view of that.
So whatever you are preparing for, whatever your research proposal is regarding, you should be aware about all those aspects. What is the need, what is the problem and challenges, all those things.
Yes. And it
Then,
is always beneficial, like if you prepare 2 to 3 research papers thoroughly, like 2 to 3 papers thoroughly, and 5 to 6 papers like you have a complete overview of like introduction, conclusions, and what they are trying to do.
okay. So Rohit, how did you proceed with making your SOPs and research proposals?
SOPs, like as I have mentioned that I have appeared for two departments, like operations as well as MIS. So if you like look through my SOP, there is not that much difference in those two departments. Okay,
Okay.
so my SOP is that firstly I introduce myself like academically a little bit, 3 to 4 lines, like very shortly, because
Mhm.
they have all the application form.
Yeah.
So they can for academics, so they can refer to that. And after that, my second paragraph would be that why I want to do PhD in IIMs only, and that too in MIS. And after that, I would, when I introduce that part, I shortly mention in 3 to 4 bullet points, like what are the advantages of pursuing the PhD in IIMs, like well structured, like financial aid. So you sometimes I feel that if you are like honest enough that you are because if there is no financial aid, so it will be difficult to survive 5 years. So they like that, and I think that if you are not able to answer some questions, so you should relate to how PhD is your coursework is contributing to that
Mm.
part.
So finally, if you could give some advice to our future aspirants, that what should be done, what should not be done during interviews, the whole process. and what all to study, how to prepare for interviews?
So first of the foremost thing is like know maths thoroughly. Like they are going to test you on maths. Without mathematics, like it will be like very rare chance that you will like sail through. Other than that, I would like to mention that I am from mechanical background, so you need some ample amount of time to know the field, like be it machine learning or anything, or the projects that you have do in some work or some article that you have wrote or some small online course you have done. So you have to like build the base foundation upon that thing. After that, like simultaneously while you are preparing your SOP. So if you prepare your SOP like 2 to 3 times, so it will be clear to you that why do you want to do PhD itself. So that's another thing. Other than that, I would like really recommend you, if you apart from books, that you should like correlate the books to some of the papers, like if you read some of the foreign authors, so they have like explicitly mentioned that from that topic where is the research is going to be like 1960 1970s. So maybe you will not able to understand, but you know that what is the like history of that literature, like how the literature is progressing. So other than that, I would like to mention is that clarity is like everything. Like if you are clear enough to like pursue your PhD, like why do you want to pursue, and you are academically like decent, then they will like going to select you. If they are not going to select you even after the interview is good, so that is about the suitability of your profile to what they are like required.
So basically, you should have a strong motivation towards the course, and you should just revisit your SOPs again and again so that you yourself will know that, yeah, is it correct, and this is it actually portraying what I intend to portray in this SOP, right?
Yes, actually, if for example, if that well organized or well structured part, I would not able to, you know, conclude like why I wrote this, that it will lead it a bad impression on the interviewer. So clarity is like a must, I
Yeah.
think.
So thank you, Rohit. I think it was a great session indeed. People would have like gained a lot of insights from your interview experience. And thanks again for joining us here.
Thank you, Aman. Thank you for having me here.